Hey guys, so this is Ask Us Anything. What we're going to be doing is every couple of blogs we are going to be opening it up, and if you want to ask us a question then you go ahead and feel free, and we do get quite a lot of questions off this, so this is like the way that we get through a load of them in one. What we're also doing is we're splitting them up, like how we actually do them. So there's like season 1 and season 2 and blah 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 blah, and all of them have got different amounts of episodes. So this one, because it's our 5th episode, is the last one in what we call our first season, and we will be back in a couple of months with a whole new range of topics, more questions getting answered and all this sort of stuff. So make sure you still get in contact with us with your questions. Like I said, all the details are below. I didn't already say that, I said that in a previous video, but nevertheless, I have literally just finished filming the last vlog as well, and now I'm moving on to this, which is why I've still got the same jacket on as well. Okay, so how do I become a child's entertainer? I'm not too sure how this works in other countries. I can only base this on the UK because that's where I work. You have to pass a... oh my god, what's the name of it? It's something like a CAB check or something like that. I can't really remember. But basically it's a check by the police, and they basically give you a little bit of paperwork to say this person's fine. They basically check if you've got a criminal record, if you have, what it is, blah blah blah, and you know, if you're going to be going to an agency for DJ work, they will more than likely want to see this check, and you can basically go in, hand it in and say, I'm clear to work. The reason that I mention that is because it's really, really important. You know, when it comes to a child's party who's like 6 or 7 years old, the parents want to be able to feel safe in the knowledge that their children are being entertained by someone who is not only reliable and obviously the price is right, but they are actually clear, that they haven't been in trouble before, especially when it comes to things like child molestation and paedophilia and all that sort of thing. And that's the sort of thing that the check would basically show, if you were to have any things like that in the past. Other than that, it's a case of what sort of child's entertainer do you want to be. You know, do you want to be like a performing act where it's like a clown or a singer or that sort of thing, or do you actually want to be like what I am, which is like the compere? It's like a little bit of singing, the party dances, party games, the DJing work as well. It's a complete mix. So kind of what market do you want to go into, and then obviously do your own little bit of research into what area you want to go into. How do I get more work? It's a question I've asked myself many a time. My main thing for this one would be to look at more DJ agencies. You know, these agencies always have a little bit of work going on, so contact them, get yourself registered with them, get all the samples sent off that you need to, blah blah blah, and you know, take it from there. Advertising does help. Obviously the cheaper the better, but word of mouth is a massive help. So try and see if you can get people to recommend you. Ask around, are there any gigs going? You know, it's so-and-so's birthday coming up, are they having a party, blah 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 blah, and the work will find you eventually. Why do DJ agencies charge a DJ, and what is an acceptable percentage for them to charge? Quite a good question. Most agencies which I've come across in the past will actually take a percentage of what you earn. So say you went and did a gig for £200 and they were on 10%, they would get £20 off that. Other agencies which I've also come across, which is also how we operate, is we charge an hourly rate, and the DJ would be, say the hourly rate, it went up to £30 an hour. So for us this is, so the DJ rate went up to £20 an hour, and the money that's left in between covers things like insurance and all these stupid things that we have to pay for, and obviously the DJ still gets most of that money as well. It completely varies. You need to ask the agency what they're doing for you. You know, are they taking 50% of your pay because they're going to pay for your insurance, they're going to pay for your licenses, or are they just taking it because they're greedy? You know, ask about these things. What is the best brand of equipment available for DJs? It's a complete mix. I personally use PV because I've got an undying love for PV. I love the way that they sound. I love PV. I have worked with other companies in the past, like RCL, and they weren't great. Their speakers do last, you know, they're okay, but I wouldn't really recommend RCL. I mean, they might have changed. I've not used a pair of RCL speakers for years now. In fact, there is another DJ on YouTube who does use RCL speakers, and he's more than happy with them. So, you know, look into them. I wouldn't actually say that there is like a best brand, because all companies have their strong points and the weak points. So it's a case of looking into what you're getting and try and test it if you can. How can I put on a charity night to raise money for the charity I have chosen? Organise it. It depends what sort of charity night you're after doing. The ones I've put on in the past, we've had like singers on and bands on and all that sort of thing, and you just need to say it's for charity. You know, if you're booking a singer or a band or something, most of them will actually do charity work and just put it down as like, well, we're kind of promoting ourselves here, so we'll do it for free. And you know, that sort of thing. Companies are very, very lenient if you are genuinely going to do it for charity. However, and this is like a really, really big however, because I have seen this happen in the past. Don't say you're going to raise money for charity and say I'm going to give 100% of the money to charity if you are not, because you will get found out to be a liar. It will catch up with you and you will be in a lot of trouble. So be very, very careful, but go ahead and do it. The only thing I would say with organising a charity night is actually make sure you've got permission off the charity that you're raising money for. Some charities can be a little bit funny and they don't like you using their name unless they've given you permission, so I think that's fair enough, isn't it? What can I do as a DJ to improve my income without hitting my customer's pocket? Kind of a good question. It depends what sort of service you're offering as a DJ. There's quite a few things that a normal DJ can do anyway. I mean, having worked as a DJ and an entertainer and carried tons of equipment all around the place, there are now lightweight parts of equipment that you can get. I know that it's PV and I think Cam have done some as well, but they've done lightweight power amps, and you could pick these up with 2 fingers, right? If the current amp which I've got from PV, the PV 1500, if I tried to pick that up with my fingers, they would break my fingers. It is that heavy. But these lightweight ones, and I can't remember for the life of me what like name they're under, but they are lightweight ones, and that would save you so much petrol taking these things all over the place with you, even down to lights. You know, LED lights, they are so light. I know, I got the pun as well. But they are, and you know, if you can save petrol, there's a saving for you. Obviously, if you have people coming along to gigs that you don't need, and you're paying them, don't bring them along. You know, simple as. As far as improving the income goes, I would say take on more work. Like I've done it in the past. My record at the moment is 3 gigs in one day, and that was a hell of a day. Like, I was crippled afterwards, because you've got to remember, for each gig there's like an hour's setup, an hour's takedown, and oh my god, it was what was I doing? It was a birthday party in the morning, and then it was a christening in the afternoon, and then another birthday party in the evening, and I think altogether it was along the lines of about a 17-hour day. I know it's a long day, but it did earn me money, so take on as much work as you can. Is signing up to an agency worth it? I'd say so, yeah. If you're looking for more work, then definitely, because they can pass you work, which would be really, really handy. And obviously it is going to bring you in more money and more experience, and if you're like me and you still enjoy the job, then it's enjoyment as well. So yeah, I'd say signing up to an agency is worth it. But most importantly, make sure that you're still having fun while doing this job. So yeah, that's kind of my things, and they're the questions for this one as well. So thank you very, very, very much for watching these. I really, really hope that you have enjoyed them, and I will see you in a couple of months when we return back for season 2. See you later.